I didn't have a great week. I doom scroll a lot again. I was very. I'm gonna be I'm having issues with being transparent because I don't wanna. I'll always be 100% transparent on the things I wanna share, but I'm finding myself not sharing a lot of stuff, which is good. Obviously, I'm not gonna share absolutely everything of my life here. Because life involves other people, and I'm not comfortable sharing other people's stuff, in intimacy stuff. But I could share, hey, I'm super overwhelmed, let's say, and not give a reason why. That in some if in some ways it's irrelevant. Obviously, with the context is relevant, but if a viewer believes 100% that it's a valid reason, or it simply gets, I think the energy can be transmitted without giving the context, and and again, in some ways it could be even better, because when and I'll speak for everyone here, when we see a story, videos, or testimonials, we project ourselves in the story and we make it our own. That's how we resonate with stories and stuff. So again, if I don't give the reason why I'm overwhelmed, people or a viewer could project themselves in that feeling and put their reason. And even if I say the reason, they're gonna put their reason before that. So I think that's a good. I can share that without breaking into anyone's intimacy, my own, and in consequence other people's, family, friend, and girlfriend. Not that it's like something bad, but it's just intimacy, and I protect that with full force. So with that out of the way, this week I wasted 2 entire days doom scrolling and just wasting time, and again letting myself feel overwhelmed. I think it's a choice, a dumb choice, obviously, but a choice which gives me power to not choose it. That's what I'm trying to battle every single day. I know I can be way more productive. The same shit of every single week. I'm making progress because I'm making good money. I'm cleaning my apartment. There's progress. I obviously I wanna like leap forward 1,000 steps and be where I wanna be, which is being almost perfect. It doesn't happen because I doom scroll. I don't know if it's a lack of self-awareness to like rest for 15 minutes, because I know that if I put a 15-minute rest in the moments that matter the most, I could be like working entirely the entire day, every single day, and enjoying it, because I do enjoy my work. And but yeah, one thing I've been finding is that this issue of, once I get ahead on all of my work, I don't find anything else to do. I clean my a lot of stuff that I had when I moved in the apartment, and I left it, like put it inside of some storage, and forgot about it. But I opened it and clean it. I can further clean it. But when I get ahead of my work, it's like, now what? But I don't want to fill myself with work and just work my entire every single day. Makes no sense. But also I want to make sure I'm making right now at least $3,000, ideally four, to be saving $2,000 a month, 1,500 for sure, but should be 2,000 a month with 4K, because my expenses shouldn't be above 2,000, and I think they are not, so good. And by saving 2,000 a month, that's basically one month of savings per month. So obviously I don't want to wait 3 years to have 3 years worth of savings. I would like to make more, so yeah, ideally I should be at 5,000. The funny thing with that is I don't need to be at 5,000, because I can do a lot of stuff with the time that I have by just doing 4,000. That would put me ahead on other stuff other than money, while me making sure my work is pristine and perfect, so I don't lose that job, so I wouldn't need savings, but at the same time increasing my savings, because rainy days always come. So yeah, I don't, because I think there'll never be like an amount of earnings that will satisfy me, because if I'm making 10K a month but working like literally 16-hour days or 12-hour days nonstop, and my relationships with my family, friends, and girlfriend hurt, I will in some way reinvest that money to make that not hurt, and I'll never be my expenses will go up. So it's never one dimensional or one just like obviously money is a big deal, but if I'm at 4,000, I should be able to take care of the rest and not need to have an immense amount of savings right now. I do want to have 3 years worth of savings as fast as possible, but if it takes me 3 years, but in those 3 years I have plenty of time outside of work to enjoy myself and build other stuff that is worth to protect with savings, yeah, I'm golden. So there, I just figure out life. But yeah, it's just funny how I cannot control doom scroll, or yeah, it's personal stuff that it's dumb when it's looked at like in a third person view. That's why it hurts when I don't fulfill my week in the perfect way that I wish. But I remember that I'm human, and we do make those. We tend to make dumb mistakes, and those I don't remember. I think I saw it on an Instagram video. It's a blonde guy that talks to talking head videos, walking on his apartment. It's super deep, and I've been watching some of his videos, and I think it was one of his that said that life is pretty much the tiny decisions that we make every day, and there's hundreds of them, and it's not like just one big thing that makes or breaks your day or your week or month or year, and therefore life. It's just the tiny decisions of every single day, and with that, which I pair that with less is more, being own the least amount of stuff. I want to throw half of my clothes, and I should even throw even more if I think about it. And the same with mental things. I enjoyed a lot I'm enjoying playing tennis a lot. I could do that much more. It is a bit expensive if you did more than 3 times a week, but there's a way to not make it expensive. So some other thing that I thought to do when I get ahead of my work is to like fun projects. Like I want to build a ball throwing machine for tennis in case I want to play more, but my brother or any friends that would want to play can't go with me. I could have the machine and practice something. And the machines are very expensive, like $4,000, which if I do work and I have the money, I could pay for it. But I thought, what if I build it myself? And I could, because it's just 2 motors. And if you don't put a lot of modes to it and it's just throwing the ball, which is what I want. I don't want for it to have or toe spin or random positioning. I just throw it there, just a control remote for stopping, and that's it. That's really like very basic, and I could do it. So I'd like to build that, and it will be pretty much for fun to be able to say that I built it. And that's a good use of my time, I think. Like a hobby, pretty much. I'm describing a hobby. And yeah, that obviously will take money, will require some money, hopefully way less than $3,000, hopefully like 500 maybe. But yeah, that would be a good use of my time. But yeah, dealing with the same things, it's just like Alex Hormozzi says, the boring work every single day, just being focused on one thing and that's it. There's really no secrets. That's how, again, why I feel so bad when I self-sabotage or doom scroll or whatever. So yeah, enough rambling for today. Probably I'll have way more interesting things to say next week. So yeah, thank you for watching the entire video, and I'll see you next week.